Welcome to this episode of Mark's Garage, and this is going to be a little bit different. If you do hear a little background noise, that's over at Road America. It's June Sprints weekend, and they're getting some good racing in between the raindrops. But anyway, back to the story today. One of my favorite watches, and I have a couple of them here, is this Casio Sport Watch, and I've got a variety of different colors. I wear them motorcycling, I wear them golfing. And on occasion, like every 3 to 4 years, the battery goes out in them. So what I wanted to do is, in terms of a project here in the garage, is to show you how to take this apart and how to take the internals apart, get to the battery, and put a new battery in. The battery that you use are one of these LR626s, very inexpensive. But instead of buying a new watch, you can put a new battery in. So have fun watching. All right, let's get to it here with this watch battery replacement. This is a Casio, and what you need is a micro Phillips screwdriver. They make it in a couple sizes, but you'll be able to tell here on the back side. You're just looking for good engagement and a good fit to take these micro screws out. Phillips drive. All right, there's the second one. Oops. Doing all this in real time, so you know exactly how long it's going to take. I'm doing this on this microfiber towel on one of my work tables in the garage. You don't want these screws to, there's one, there's two, there's three, and there's the fourth. And then what's also handy is just having a little pick like this, just to help get that cover off. Like that. So you want to try to keep all these things in the right orientation. So I'll just turn this and put that over there. And now the next thing that we want to do to access the battery is there's a little tab right here that you can grab onto. Let me show you that tab. There's a little plastic tab you can grab onto, or you can use the pick. Okay. All right, there's a little O-ring here too. You're going to want to make sure that that O-ring is back in place. So it's very helpful to have a kind of a micro set of pliers also. There's this little tab that kind of holds the battery down, but if you can, there's a ridge right here that you can grab onto and remove this plastic piece. Now, and then you want to keep the orientation of all these parts this way. Now you have access to the battery, and the battery is located right there. And so the tricky part here is there's a little mechanism that holds that battery in, but you can use this pick to get underneath the battery here and slide it out, pop it out of its location. There we go. So there it is. This is this small little model LR629. That's what that is. And the writing stays up. So we'll get one out of the package here. Okay. Okay, there we go. There's our battery. Writing is up. And we want to get that back in there. It's a little bit fiddly, but with just a little bit of patience and making sure that the writing is up, the small side goes down, you should be able to insert that battery back into that space. Okay, almost. Okay, all right, so we've got the battery back into its space. Now what we want to do is to reset this plastic piece back in. That's good. Now we have an O-ring right here that we want to make sure gets seated in that small little groove. And it is kind of hard to see, but you lay that in there just right. And then we can get the cover. That was like that. We'll put that cover back over. And that cover has there's a little bit of an embossed area on the case. So that should fit just fine. You've got your 4 little screws here. It's good to just kind of get them back into those holes by hand. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just kind of hold that cover with your finger. You can use your small micro Phillips. Just get the screws started here. There's 1. 2. There's the 3rd one. Everything's going back together nicely. Other than this is falling out on me. And there's the 4th one. There we go. Go back and you don't want to over tighten these, just as they snug up, that's all you need. There. And here's the last one. Okay, the moment of truth now is it's running again. So successful mission. That's how you change a battery in one of these Casio watches. Hope that was helpful to you.